Have Why do you have like slings and dungeons and all the leather toys and all the cock rings? I was like, you can make so much money doing photo shoots, and apparently he must because he was like looking at me like, bitch, why are you looking at me? What the fuck you think I have this apartment for? But I can't confirm it. But I think I would like to do a party at like a place like that, a dungeon, my birthday party, when I get a job and get money. And this Google Guide thing works out.
I've been to I guess you call it a venue. It's a sort of dead apartment on something like 25th and Park, maybe.
25th and Park.
You go up and up and up and up through a dentist's.
Ooh.
And then at the top there's this...
The World Trade Center.
No.
Oh my God. Do you have an office that you go to? Like,
no.
So you stay home. How many books have you published?
I think this is the 9th.
Is that your real name?
You've asked this before.
I know, but you didn't answer. Is it really your name? Okay, never mind. Keep it moving. What's your political interest? Are you Democrat, Republican, Independent, Working Families Party? The bullshit names that you could call yourself.
I've only ever voted Labour in Britain, and I've only ever voted Democrat here.
Oh, so you're a Democrat. Did you vote for Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
You didn't vote for Bernie Madoff. I mean, sorry, not Bernie Madoff. Bernie Sanders.
In the primary, no, I didn't. I voted for Mrs. Clinton.
You voted for Miss Clinton?
Yeah. It was,
Did you vote for Barack Obama the first time?
Of course.
Did you vote for Trump this time? No. So why did Hillary win? Why we keep...
I threw my weight behind it. I let everybody know.
I mean, okay, the second time.
My influence. My 7 followers.
So who was the first? So she ran against President Barack Obama.
Passed it on.
Hillary's been running for this presidential seat for a very long time.
She should have worked it out when Obama beat her the first time round.
And give up.
It's over, baby.
When a black man beats your ass and to become the president of the United States as we approach.
She kept working at it, and I'm afraid that hard work is not its own reward.
And you would say that's a political, like, what do you, like, author, publisher, writer?
I guess biographer, probably.
Biographer. Okay, wow. Well, that is simply...
I mean, it is quite interesting if you're a biographer. You have to get into the mind of someone like Hillary and actually try to work out what she actually said to herself and what other people said to her about running.
But she's a multi-zillionaire by just the fact that she is now like undoing $30 million tours for her books. I mean, as a published person, you would love that fame, wouldn't you? And that money.
Hey, who doesn't want not a
Come on. Listen, would you rather be the president of the United States or take that book deal?
I'd rather be me
losing being Hillary Clinton?
I'd rather be me.
I'm
having a much better time than Hillary.
In Chappaqua, she used to live in Chappaqua. Yes, I think they sold the house now. Where does the Obamas really live? Somebody tell me they live in
D.C., don't they?
Okay, they still in D.C.
Yeah.
Do you think the mayor actually sleeps in Gracie Mansion at night?
I don't know. Bloomberg didn't.
I know. Why would you? They said they had more rats there than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. Harold Wilson moved into Downing Street in 1964. Was thrown out in 1970. Then he won an election to put him back into Downing Street 4 years later in 1974. And he did not go back to live in Downing Street. He said it was just awful. It's like living in a fucking hotel.
It's like living in prison.
Yeah.
Guess why?
So,
because they can't like do this shit. Like that's why some like legislators don't actually use the city detail. Like so some commissioners or like say for instance, I heard through the grapevine, gay ass Corey Johnson. Sorry, the Speaker of the House and the public advocate and a city council member and the mayoral-elect. I mean, how many seats is he going to hold without bursting his bubble? And having the Negro in office, what's his name, with his cowboy hat, and his son that's trying to run for the mayor of the city of New York, talking about he doesn't like gays, and the city's well, he didn't say that. City Hall is being ran by gays, which it also includes Miss Charlene McRae. Miss Charlene McRae, because she's still LGBT all the way. I mean, not in practice, but in spirit. What was the question? My interview skills are horrible.
That was the answer. I can't remember what the question was.
Yeah, but why would you why would you just I would just... Okay, we started with Trapper Cry. I'm so falling apart in this. There are just so many innovative stories. But who is the, if you're going to write about, if you could write your next book about the next New York State and or city or congressional representative, who would it be? Local politician.
Yeah,
One has a district.
Yes, I know, but I don't know any of them. I don't take no interest in local
You
politics at all.
don't, that's, but I said congressional. What about like the AOC chick?
I guess that's Gillibrand.
You would write about Gillibrand.
Well, I would have thought that she's good. Well,
She's going to be the most white woman.
and she's been blamed, hasn't she, for Al Franken's downfall by being a bitch.
So she's a bit.
I think she is, yeah.
Wow, okay. And it's
If she painted herself as a bitch, she'd probably do much better.
right. And a real bitch. And then what about Hillary Clinton being a real bitch? No. We've seen Hillary Clinton's bitchy
I don't
side.
think
She
they-
doesn't go all the way to Rome.
Also, but they're not going to like her whatever she does. You know, she can dress up in a fucking Obama suit. It's not going to help.
Oh, Jesus, did you see those suits? I mean, who pays for those suits when they're on these
I know.
campaign trails? Oh, my goodness.
Why does she go to a furnishing store instead of a clothes store? I mean, it looks
She looks like
sort
she's
of
finishing.
kitted out. or
Everything is
something.
cut to the size, doesn't it? In the same style,
What's going on
right?
underneath there?
But Obama will give you a short skirt, like some baggy pants, a new wig, and a new motherfucking makeup.
Trousers. Oh,
Those women, she does wear that. She never really did the skirt thing.
oh, that was horrible too.
Ooh.
The thing is, she should just be in a bag.
Ooh! That is too funny.
Already, it looks like two boys
We have to really
fighting
see
under
them
a
to see how-
blanket, doesn't it? I mean,
We
what
have to
is
do a
going on
Lou
under
Gracie
there?
Scale interview, a real interview one day. Like, we have to sit down. You are you'd be like the perfect, like, guest on the Lou
That's
Gracie
what I do
show.
on this Fuglesang thing.
You do for
So
XM.
I would,
What do you report on?
But nothing. I'm a guest. They give me an hour every month.
Do they pay you?
No,
No one gets
I do
paid.
it for fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like them.
What's
They're
the
nice
name
people.
of what's
The
the
John Fugelsang show, of course.
the John
He does
Fugelsang
3 hours a day, 5 days a week. You know,
talking shit?
talking absolute shit.
Ooh, I love it. And they get paid. He somehow
He
make
gets
it.
paid.
Really?
Yeah, he gets really paid.
Where? I mean, what did he do before this?
Stand up.
He was a comedian.
Yeah, so he does a lot of stand up on.
And you're on a
television.
comedic show.
Yeah.
Talking about what?
Politics.
Oh, Jesus.
make
You have to
I
be on my
crack-
show.
I
It's called
crack
Ludrasky.
Okay.
One of your friends at like the Random House could fund my like dream, don't you think? They don't invest in black folks, do they? There's no EEOC. There's no equal opportunity employment. I can't even use the LGBT shit, can I? Poverty, pimping, and cheese and bread crackers.
I think you have to be a Syrian
Now they
refugee.
give Kraft
That's
cheese.
the only way you can get in there.
Oh, Jesus. Now they give Kraft macaroni and cheese, cheese and government cheese. Aren't we so proud? Don't let Trump know. From the blocks of USDA cheese, they used to give government cheese. You've never
So,
seen that.
Do you read either the Post or the News?
I'm not. Are you a Post contributor?
No.
Oh, okay. What?
I've been in the Post.
You've written for the Post, or you've been in the Post,
I've written for the Post.
and you're commenting.
Written op-ed pieces.
Ooh.
Economics.
So you know all the people that I should probably know, because I could just have a writer write for me, right? Are there people like you do that insertions and do like op-ed pieces that don't like really write your own stuff?
I don't know anyone like that.
Bitch, you
Why-
better
why
not
would
put
you
together
do
a sentence.
There's not enough money in it to hire someone else to do it.
Really? Like when you get paid, like to do like a commenting on TV, they pay you, right?
Nothing. TV, nothing.
Like on what channels
You
would
do
you
it-
say hypothetically? Like Fox, right?
Fox pays nothing. I stopped doing. I used to work for the New York Sun. Okay, I was the token liberal. I was the token.
The Sun?
I was the token goy. I was the token all sorts.
Oh, you know my friend then.
Who? You had a friend?
Guess what? It was Rupert. That was Rupert. Ooh,
you
shut
got a
up,
moment?
Ludrasky. That was Rupert Murdoch's paper.
No,
New York Sun.
no. That's the London Sun.
No, the New York Sun.
No, the New York Sun was a Jewish paper. Run
It was Jewish, right?
Yeah.
It was in a city. It was a Republican purpose.
Seth Lipsky. Yeah.
Seth,
Way
right?
out there, yeah.
Do you know a guy that used to be an editor, like that does graphics named Michael? You don't remember?
Probably. I mean, who knows? I don't know.
Yes,
I met a lot
Michael.
of kids there.
No, he was a grown-ass man. He's old, like he was
the
like
grown-up
Indian
in the
looking.
row. No one else had ever edited a newspaper.
You know Michael M. He was like listen, honey, listen. He really had that title or he was somewhere there because he was working on your time. I mean, the Sun at home. Was it the Sun? Yeah, he would work on like the layouts of each. Oh, that was so disgusting work. I mean, but he was really good at it. There was software. I remember he would take that shit home.
But it was deliberately designed as a retro newspaper, so it just looked like a 19th century rag. It was about as
But that went up in the air too. They closed down. I remember they were giving away computers.
They conned about half a dozen Jewish billionaires to part with several hundred million, and when that money ran out, they folded, and they're now in a cupboard somewhere, I think, down on.
They're really in a cupboard, or they're spending all that money they got.
Well, Seth hasn't worked a day since, so I guess he did all right. And then there was a sidekick. He was a very clever man, actually, rather sexy in his way. What the fuck was his name? The deputy editor. Very waspy, very sharp.
Right. And you're a lesbian, right?
Yeah,
tranny, right? The original tranny. Have you met Anderson Cooper?
I have, yes, actually. You know, there's a place called it's on 46th Street in say 8th.
Yeah, what's it called?
And it's called the
Subway.
Centre-Ville or some French name, and it's above Joe Allen's, and you go upstairs. You have to call ahead.
Oh, I should get on there. Do I?
Yeah. Well, beware, because they only take fucking cash, which is no use at all.
Well, listen, honey, not because you're trying to explain something. You're not doing a review. Well, I'm the review person. You're the commentator, political.
Okay, no, I'm not going to review it.
What about, like...
But it's an irritation.
Have you met Oprah?
What?
Oprah.
I met her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked for her for a year.
Shut up! For her, pal.
I did. Actually, I worked for OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. I was hired by the Oprah Winfrey Network when it set up to go and take the bones out of the website, which was run out of Chicago, and hired about 40 women.
Content-wise?
Content, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So...
with creative people, though, you were pulling it together.
I think we're doing a perfectly awful job as it was. I just gave them a little bit of direction. Said, hey, over here.
The team, the external team.
Just brighten it up a bit. Make it a bit, you know, why people read things? Because it's new. That's why it's called the news. So if anything happens which is new, you put the content up which is related to the fucking news.
So you don't do things 10 years after Lou Tracy and save all this fucking content and want to pop up on people once a week with all this shit. Get live, and do it. And not do it because you get, somebody said it, but dumb bitch, how long you going to hold on to this? And God knows what could have happened between now and then with all this content I have. So I'm working Tuesday for the Board of Elections, and I can't wait. Because I get to be the Republican inspector, which absolutely means nothing to me when I get there because I'm usually the one that carries. I say, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I do a spin in the middle of the poll while all the workers are not paying attention to the machine people are trying to figure out. I said, it's 3 minutes to poll time. 1 minute to poll time. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still working, we are not open. Let the votes begin. In my district, people actually stand online. Push it. This time they're going to be online waiting, which now they've sent me to a new poll for that carry. But it gets the girls right together, and no one on the team.
So what is this election?
I'm not the coordinator. I'm not the manager. I'm not the field. I'm not in charge of anything besides the machine. And
what's the election about?
Oh, the public advocate.
Do we care about this?
Espinal, Jamani Williams.
I knew a woman called Betsy someone or other.
Not Betsy, that's Trees.
No, who was the public advocate?
Oh, Betsy. Ooh! You mean Miss Tish. Mr. James. She's now the Attorney General.
No. The Advocate General. Wasn't she called Betsy?
Oh, Betsy Gottbaum.
Betsy Gottbaum.
Miss Betsy was the first one.
Oh, I knew her.
And then became who after that? No.
I don't know why
what is it? Another white man.
She was such a good politician. She ended up.
She never did shit, honey. She took pictures. She was worse than a borough president. Do you know Gail Brewer?
No.
You don't know any local girls. You should talk to Ms. Gale, honey. You should do a major book on the public housing situation and how Trump and de Blasio.
Sounds like work.
Ooh, that's not a story to be told. It's a living truth, honey.
There are people who know better about these things than me.
So what do you write about? Like, serious people, like FDR.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Reagan?
Margaret Thatcher.
What about Clinton?
No, I mean...
You're racist. Talk about the EEOC during Black History Month. You have not written about the Negroes.
Let me think of the person that would actually best suit my
interest,
knowledge, and interest.
Ooh, you have no record of what Obama did?
You could. Well,
Shady. I have to really read your book.
No, I'm in this book and in the Keynes High book. There's a chapter on Obama.
There's a chapter in something that you recently wrote about Obama.
Yeah.
Why do we have to not get the full book? What kind of shit is that? Not even that chapter. A full chapter. We said a chapter or a page. Let me stop. So if Obama got a chapter, how much de Blasio gonna get?
I don't think he gets mentioned at all.
No mention.
It has nothing to do with it.
He's running for president.
Oh, really?
Him and Cuomo.
Oh, yeah.
And Tish going too. The lesbian. That's Miss Tish, honey. Honey,
I think I'm going to do a crowdfund
Ooh.
and run myself like Norman Mailer.
A crowdfund.
I'll go out on the...
Not take any...
say fuck. On
not take all your money out of... Not take all your money. No, they're going to take all your money anyway. And then they're going to give each candidate 100% on each dollar. So, like, if you give $1, you get $100. Really. I'm just joking, but I mean, it's like ridiculous, like 3-1, 8-1, 9-1, 1,000,000-1. Shit.
Britain runs perfectly good elections on almost no money at all. The limit on spending is pitiful. I mean, it's what lunches would be or sandwiches would be in a New York.
Because all they have to get on is public TV anyway. People are going to listen to them. Dominic Carter's platform is, like they don't have to do advertisement because, if they really do the work that they're supposed to be doing, they would create the democracy departments like Mayor de Blasio is trying to do, maybe, I don't know, and really flip that into real grassroots organizing and increasing a votership throughout various districts. Versus having, and I guess that's a part of the process that they're saying. That's what the investment is. I don't see it because the investment, child, some of these motherfuckers that are running, I don't even know why they run. Because it's all a show.
So, how easy would it be for you to get elected? To dog catcher, anything?
If I was to get elected to city council?
Whatever you want. As long as it pays some money.
There is no money in those jobs. $160,000 to have y'all Negroes and white folks, and everyone's gonna love you for this past ones. I don't know, they make less than $200. They don't make no money for them jobs. And the time, I mean, your mama's sick. The real ones show up like when there's local fire, baby's been born, go to church service, go to your grandmama's funeral.
How many members of the city council are there?
It's 40-something, 60-something. Can't remember which one. I think it's 40-something.
Oh, yeah, it's quite competitive, actually.
It's 40-something people for each district. It's very competitive to get that job in a sense because they put up the barriers, which is that whole bunch of money spending, which is a waste of time. If it was organic, so many more people would be a part of it. It's just a waste of time. It's like that money could shield off people, could hire a hitman, could fuck somebody's job up, could make